Hey, what's going on, guys? Waffles here, and today we are back with a Murder Mystery 2 related video. Today we're going to be talking about the top 10 coolest knives slash unique knives, in my opinion. It's my opinion, just wanted to say that before we get started. A lot of these knives I don't own, but that doesn't mean they're not cool. So just to show that it's not a biased thing, a lot of these knives I don't have, but they are still some of the more unique knives in the game. And obviously, I'm only doing 10, so it's not a big list, and it's not every, cool knife. There's more unique knives than what I'm going to be showing you, but this is my opinion, and I have a list right here to go through. So, the first one, as you might have guessed already, is Nicholas's scythe, or Nick's scythe. It's worth 150,000 sears, has a demand of 5 out of 5 and a rarity out of 5 out of 5. And the reason that this is making the list as one of the top 10 most unique knives in the game is pretty obvious. Only 5 people in the world have it. Those 5 people are Nicholas himself, Nicholas's girlfriend, Slaus, Zyleek, and oh my god, I forgot his name. Jason77 traded it. 777. So it used to be Jason, Zyleek, Slaus, Nick, and Nick's girlfriend, but now it's someone else, and I forgot his name, because Jason actually traded it for 150,000 value in Sears, which is, it's probably the biggest trade in Murder Mystery 2 history, so that's pretty cool. But, the only way to get it is a gift from Nick. There's only 5. It's pretty unique. It's like Batwing, which might also be on this list, cough cough, but, Nick's scythe is cooler, it's blue, it has its own little name, and only 5 people have it, so it's not the most expensive knife, but it's one of the coolest, I'd say. The next one we're going to be doing is probably the most famous knife in the game, the Corrupt knife. It also has one of the worst demands and rarities in the game. Now, Corrupt is worth 95, it has 1 out of 5 for both demand and rarity. The reason it's on this list for the most unique knives in the game is because back in its heyday it was worth tens of thousands, because there was only like 7 people in the world who had it. You could only have gotten it during the data loss transfer between Murder Mystery 1 and Murder Mystery 2. And yes, I know a lot of history about this game, even though I've only been playing for 3 years, mostly because I looked these things up and I asked people who have been playing. But basically, it's a really cool knife. Originally, you could only get it for data lost. It was called Corrupt. You got it for free from Nick himself, but then it got duped a lot, and it went down in value by so much. But it's still making the list as one of the top 10 most unique knives, because it is honestly a really, really cool knife. Sorry, my throat's still pretty bad. Alright, the next knife on our list, you might be a little surprised by this, but it's going to be Eternal. It's unique because it's the first of 3, and it was from a Murder Mystery 2 shop promotion. Not the first one, it was like the second shop promotion ever. Or maybe it was the first one. I don't remember if it was the first one or the second one, but it was one of the first 2. And it got 2 more knives based off of it. It's extremely well known, I would say. It's a really cool knife. It has like a dark, kind of like emanating feeling. I don't even know if that's a word, but it's really cool in my opinion, and it's unique because you had to get it outside of the site. Now you could be wondering, why didn't I include Eternal 2 and Eternal 3? Because they're ripoffs of Eternal. I mean, they're literal ripoffs with a different name and a different color scheme, but the same base knife. So I didn't include them. Maybe you guys have some different opinions. That's up to you. You can comment it down below. I don't know why I have this tab open. But yeah, it's worth 130 sears. It has a 2 out of 5 for both demand and rarity. And can only be traded now. Like, most of the knives on this list can only be traded for now. If not all of them. But yeah, so Eternal makes the top 10. There's no specific order of most unique. I'm just listing them off, like, the top 10. If you guys want me to put them in an order, I can do that pretty easily. Maybe I'll do that at the end of the video, but let's just get through it first. Alright, so after Eternal is Chroma Boneblade. Now, there's a couple of reasons. Back last year's Halloween, and it's almost a year old. It's almost 1 year old, 2018. The Chroma Boneblade was the first Chroma knife introduced into Murder Mystery 2. It was unheard of at the time. I remember Take Your Lemons had the first video about it. He didn't get the first knife. Someone lent it to him in order to use for the video. It used to be worth like $1,800. It was the most expensive knife in the game, rarest knife in the game before Nick Scythe and all that kind of stuff and all these other chromas. It started the generation of chromas, and obviously all of these other ones were suggested by MF Dubs and Jason777. So that's why this is why the new ones exist. But these two, mostly Chroma Bone Blade, were Dylan and Zyleek and the dev team's idea, and it's a pretty cool knife. I believe Dylan is the one from JD who developed almost all the skins for MM2 Halloween 2018, so I'm pretty sure this was his design as well. It's worth $1,700. It has 4 out of 5 demand, 3 out of 5 rarity, and you could have only unboxed it. And to make it even more rare, there was a normal Bone Blade and a Chroma Bone Blade, so two Godlies in one box was unheard of at the time, so it's really cool. And it's an important piece of MM2 history going forward, I'd say. So yeah, that's why it's on the list. And then the next one after this is technically 2 knives, but I'm counting it as 1, and there's a reason for that. So basically, Glitch is not on the value list yet. It is coming in the next update, spoiler alert. But Glitch is not on the official MM2 value list yet. So, basically, some backstory. Glitch, originally there was a knife known as Batwing. Not this Batwing. Oh, shit. Not this Batwing. Another Batwing that was way bigger. Like, it was extremely big. You can find videos about it from 2016 on YouTube. Not a lot of people have used it. I think JD has a video about it. I'm not completely sure. But basically, there was a Batwing. It was the rarest knife at the time. You could have only gotten it from a developer or something, I think. So it was the original dev knife. But then, after some duping, like all things happen in this game, after some duping, the knife was deleted. Nicholas actually deleted the file for the knife. He deleted the skin and everything, and instead replaced it with a Glitch knife. Now, a lot of people have crafted Glitch away, or like, you know, they got rid of it, or they have been banned from the game, they deleted their Roblox, etc. So Glitch was a lot rarer. But then, of course, guess what happened? Glitch got duped. So that's why it went from 400-ish value down to 70, and technically it's nothing right now until Dubs adds it to the value list. But the point is, the original Batwing goes kind of hand-to-hand with Glitch. Obviously, we don't have the original Batwing here anymore, but, you know. This Batwing could have been bought last year, Halloween 2018 item pack. It was just the knife itself. It was pretty cool. I did not buy it. I'm buying the entire event this year, I swear to God. But anyways, the next knife. Most of these are knives. I just realized. No, all of them are knives. Oops. So yeah, this will be the top 10 most unique knives, and then we'll do a top 10 most unique guns tomorrow or something. But the next one is going to be, obviously, the most expensive and rarest knife in the game, Slouse's Clown. Only one in existence. It's in Slouse's inventory, if you were wondering. It is worth, how much is that? 62,138,517. If you're wondering, that's Slouse's profile ID number, and that's why. That's the backstory between the value. MF Dubs literally asked what you want it to be since you only have one. Since there's only one, you can pick the value, and he was like, just, I guess, take it from my profile, like the ID number. So that's Slouse's ID number, which is pretty cool. The demand is 5 out of 5, so is the rarity, obviously. It was a gift from Nicholas to Slouse for being a friend and dedicated to the game, that kind of thing. They're pretty close friends. And yeah, the only way to get it is from Slouse, and he is never trading it, so don't get scammed, kids. So yeah, that's why Slouse's Clown is on the top 10 most unique knives, not because it's literally a reskin of Clown with just Slouse's name written on it, so it's personalized, it's unique, and that's why it's getting on the list. So yeah, the next knife is kind of controversial, jeez, I can't speak, and you might be wondering why, and the reason, if I can find oh, that's right, it's not, it is Flames, the original ancient knife, the first ancient knife of its day. It was probably the most constant value knife for a long time. It was worth 50. It was craftable starting in Christmas of 2016, and just now in 2019, 3 years later, it's not craftable anymore, and it's a godly. It's no longer an ancient, which is kind of weird, but kind of cool. The way to have crafted it was with 2 godly shards, godly metal, flame orb, and a water orb, which means you have to have salvaged heat and tides. You craft flames. It's a pretty cool knife, and it started the whole ancient thing. Now there's 3 new ancients, but it was the first of its kind, and that's what makes it really cool. Unfortunately, it's only worth 75, and it has a 2 out of 5 for both rarity and demand, because a lot of people have it. It's not rare, but it is cool, and that's why it's making the list for top 10 unique. The next item, kind of also controversial, and it is literally technically the lowest on the value list for godlies. We're talking about Hollow's Blade, and the reason, not because it's expensive, was because it is the only knife so far to have been an exchange during an event. So back in the 2017 Halloween event, which was the first event that I played Murder Mystery 2 in, there was a traveler, and if you collected 100 Halloween candies, you could trade those in for a free Hollow's Blade godly knife, and it was only during the event, never again. And that's why it's making the list for most unique. It is a reskin of Hollow's Edge, which was an unboxable from 2016, which was the previous year's Halloween event. But this one is unique before its exchange. There has not been an exchange since. Cough, cough. Nicholas, bring back the exchange, please. So yeah, that's why it's really unique. So I hope I hope you guys don't get mad that it's like low on value. It's cool. Even though not many people want it, it is, in my opinion, really cool. So the demand is 2, so is the rarity. Origin 2017 exchange, like I said, and you can only trade for it, which is pretty much the same for all these knives. The next knife on this list, for obvious reasons, is the JD promotional item. The only way to have gotten this knife, and it's technically not available again yet. We don't know if they're going to be giving these away again. If not, it will skyrocket in value. So I would recommend you get your hands on one of these. I'm going to try and get my hands on one of these. I have something to offer for it, probably. But basically, JD, it went from 150 value to like 190. The only way to get it is to be in either a JD giveaway, like when they do live streams, and they used to do that. They used to do like video giveaways where if you commented or whatever, you're the first comment, they'd give you it. Or if you went onto the JD merch page and bought something, kind of like the MM2 shop promotions, the JD promotions, if you went there, they would have given you a free code in your email. So that's how you could have also redeemed it. And yeah, that was in collaboration with Nicholas, who allowed them to do that in the game because, you know, Joven and Dylan are good friends with Nicholas. So that's pretty much why it's here. It's pretty unique. Obviously, there have also been some other promotions like Cotton Candy, Asteroid. It's not on Legendaries, and there's also a couple others. But the reason that it's on here is because it's the most well-known. It's the only code knife legendary. Like, no other code knife has been a legendary as far as I'm aware. And it's also like the most well-known legendary, I would say. But other than that, the last knife ending on our list, we're ending it on, I think it's a common, right? No, it's a uncommon. Yeah, Gifted. It was the first code knife to ever exist in Murder Mystery 2. It was during the Christmas 2015, I think, 2015 or 2016 event. This was when codes were first a thing. You had to get the code on Nicholas's Twitter. I think it was 2016, but I'm not sure. So you had to have played the game during the time that the code existed, which was during the Christmas event. You had to have followed Nicholas on Twitter. You know, like you didn't have to follow him, but you had to know where to get the code. And it was the first code ever. As you can see, it literally says first code. So it has a little bit of a unique thing to it. It's worth 38 value. It is the most expensive uncommon knife. Its demand and rarity are 4 out of 5, and it's trading only like everything else on this list. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you want to see a most unique top 10 most unique guns in Murder Mystery 2, feel free to like the video and comment that. I will be doing MM2 gameplay video starting tomorrow. Again, well, not starting tomorrow, but you know, I'm gonna do it again tomorrow. And then if this gets like good views and stuff, I'll do another one of these on the guns, maybe pets, I am definitely, I don't need you guys' opinion. I am definitely doing a top, how many are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, I'm definitely doing like a top 5 most unique miscellaneous items. So yeah, look forward to that for sure. Maybe that'll happen either tomorrow or Friday or something. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Just a quick shout out to the Discord server real quick. It is currently at, here we are, members, 192 members. At 200 members, we are giving away 3 godly knives. We're giving away a Red Seer, a Nightblade, and a Winter's Edge, all courtesy of BMAT. He's a member in the group. I'm going to make sure to give him a shout out now, and once again when I do the giveaway, here he is. He is sponsoring this giveaway. We are 8 members away. Don't do alt accounts. Join if you want to. I'm not forcing you to, but just know that we will be hosting that giveaway right here on the giveaway page. All you have to do is join, and you're automatically well and good. All you have to do is hit the little confetti icon, and you're good. Make sure to subscribe. We're at 600 subs. The next YouTube giveaway is at 750 subscribers. Look forward to it. I'm super psyched for it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this short 16-ish minute video. And the reason I know that is because Streamlabs updated. There's a timer now. It's pretty cool. Okay, I'm done. I'll see you guys later.